So yesterday I was supposed to meet up with single mother again for another play date with the babies. And my mom was off work, but she still insisted that she could not go and that single mother is expecting it to just be me and baby that shows up. And I just really don't know what's true and what's not at this point. Because I still don't even have single mother's phone number. It's still my mom that's been texting her setting up all these play dates. And my mom keeps telling me she knows that single mother likes me. And I'm just like, okay, what are you basing that off of? Because my mom is acting like she knows for a fact that this woman is interested in me. But personally, I've seen no indication of that. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe she said something to my mom and that's why my mom is acting like that. But when I ask my mom directly, like, did she say that she likes me? My mom is just like, well, even if she did, I couldn't tell you that anyway. And the thing about my mom is she would say something like that knowing that it makes it sound like the truth is that single mother did say she likes me, and she would do that even if her true intention was to lie about it. So, I don't know. I don't know what to think. But anyway, like I was saying, I was supposed to be meeting with single mother for another play date yesterday, but she never showed up. I took baby to the usual spot in the park and we were there waiting for 1 hour and single mother just never showed up. And the last time we met up, she was a little bit late. She was like 20 minutes late or something like that. So I figured I'll wait at least 1 hour because I really didn't think she would just flake like that. I mean, I was actually kind of worried she got in an accident or something. But I'll admit after like 40, 45 minutes, I did start to assume that, the most likely situation was just that she's flaking, probably because she doesn't want to hang out with me, or maybe she just doesn't want me to get the wrong idea. Because, I mean, if you saw a man and a woman at the park in the middle of the day with two babies, you'd probably assume the man and the woman were a couple, right? So I figured maybe she just doesn't want anyone to see us and get the wrong idea, because, yeah, I get that. Like, it's totally understandable. She has friends and everything, Unlike me, she actually has a social life, and being seen with me could probably hurt her reputation. And as it turns out, I was actually sort of right to think she didn't want to be seen together, but we'll get to that in a bit. And keep in mind, it's just been her and my mom texting each other to set up these play dates, so I don't even have her number, so I couldn't even try to text her to ask her if she's on her way. And I don't know if she has my number either, so also as I was sitting there waiting for her, in my mind I'm thinking, she probably doesn't have my number, so if she's running late for some reason, she actually has no way to text me to tell me that. But yeah, so anyway, after waiting for 1 hour, I just went back home. And of course, as soon as I walk in the house, and this is another example of how delusional my mom is, as soon as I walk in, she's like, "How did your date go? Did you kiss her?" And it's just like, no, obviously not. So I told my mom that single mother never even showed up, and immediately my mom got really pissed off, and she immediately pulled her phone out, and I assume she was texting single mother, but I don't know. It looked like she was, typing on her phone. And I told her not to. I was like, it's not a big deal, because, truly, this is a normal thing for me. The fact that a woman dared to be seen in public with me already, not once, but 2 times, I mean, that's already more than you could ask for. So I wasn't even really mad, but yeah, my mom, she was furious. And it's crazy how she is, because her mood can change drastically just at the drop of a hat. Because for the past couple weeks, she's just been singing this woman's praises like she just hasn't been able to shut up about how great single mother is and how she's so perfect for me. But then after I told her I got stood up, my mom immediately starts talking trash about her. And this is why I feel like I can never trust a word my mom says, because she started talking so much trash about the cookies that single mother made us last time. She was like, "Those cookies were gross. She doesn't know what she's doing in the kitchen. That's probably why her husband left her." It's just like, Jesus. Literally, like 2 days ago, she just randomly brought up how good the cookies were. And they were good. They were good cookies. And I know my mom liked them because she ate a lot of them. But anyway, fast forward to last night, It was like 9 p.m. or something, and I was getting baby ready for bed, and I got a text message. And I didn't even look at it for a while because I figured it was just my mom texting from the other room. Because I mean, usually when I get a text, that's what it is. So I didn't even look at the text till later, like 10:30 or something. Well, the text was from single mother, and it was a big long text, so I'm not gonna read it all out verbatim. But basically, she said she got my number from my mom, and she apologized for not making it to the play date. And she said the reason she couldn't make it is she got in a big fight with her husband. Now, remember, she and her husband are separated, but they're not divorced, so they are technically still married. But yeah, so anyway, she says she got in a big fight with her husband about custody, and she had told me last time I saw her that she doesn't want her husband seeing the baby at all. But I don't know how their current situation is legally because, like I say, they aren't actually divorced yet, so I don't know if you even can limit one parent's custody rights in that situation. But she said in the text that her husband isn't supposed to see the baby, so I don't know what that means exactly. But anyway, she says she got in a big fight with her husband, and then she said, we can't meet at the park anymore at all because her husband might see us there. And I don't know what the deal is with that really because she didn't really explain it at all. She just said, we can't meet at the park because he might see us there. So I don't know. Maybe her husband is violent or something. I really don't know. But anyway, she said we can't meet at the park anymore, but she suggested instead next time she can come over to my mom's house. So I responded to her text with, I said, okay, sounds good. You doing okay? Because, she said she had a big fight with her husband, so I figured the normal thing to do would be to ask if she's okay. So I did, I said, you doing okay? And I guess it was a normal enough thing to say, but she just responded with, shh, go to sleep. Like she typed out SSSHHH, she typed out, shh, go to sleep. But I don't know. I guess my text woke her up or something. And yeah, that was that. She didn't text me anymore after that. So I don't know if she's actually going to come over here sometime for a play date because we didn't make any plans or anything. But I think she's been talking to my mom too, because earlier today my mom was talking about her and she seemed to know the whole deal about the fight with her husband and all of that. So, yeah, I mean, I know my mom must have talked to her. And of course, the things my mom keeps saying now is how we're even more perfect for each other now because I can protect her. Like, my mom is seriously saying shit like, you're meant to be together. She needs someone to protect her, and you know how to box. Which, by the way, it's not even true. And I try to tell her, like, I don't know how to box. I took lessons for like a few weeks. That's not enough time to learn anything useful. But my mom, she even said at some point, she said something like, God put you two together for a reason. I just know it. And I'm just sitting there thinking, God has nothing to do with it. You're the one that can't keep your mouth shut around other people. But I didn't actually say that, but that's what I was thinking. So yeah, I'm pretty sure single mother does not like me in a romantic way. I mean, just from her body language and everything whenever I've seen her, I just really don't get that impression from her. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole fight with her husband was just an excuse she made to hide the fact that she just didn't want to come meet up with me. Because at this point, I am actually surprised that she's still been wanting to meet up, but then again, maybe it's just, she thinks it's good for her son. And she actually did say something about that when she texted me, about how she's happy that her son has a friend his age to play with. So, yeah, I think that could be all it is. But I will admit, I'll admit it, and I didn't really want to talk about this, but whatever. I always try to be completely open and honest on this channel, and I always try to give my true thoughts, and I always try to say what I'm really feeling. And I already know I'm going to get shit in the comments for this, but whatever, here it is. I have to be honest with myself, and part of that is being honest with all of you too. I have a crush on single mother. I want her to be my girlfriend. And the thing is, I know it's not going to happen. I know that 100%. No doubt in my mind. I have no chance. And I know that. And that's why I'm not going to try. I will continue to hang out with her if she wants, and I'll be as nice as I can be, but I'm not going to make any moves. I'm not even going to start to let any little sliver of hope creep into my mind because I know I have no chance. And if I start to have hope, then I'd just be setting myself up for disappointment. And I'd also start to feel guilty or shameful or whatever every time I don't make the right moves or don't say the right thing. And I really just don't need that right now. I need to stay in the best possible mental state I can, because I have to do that for baby. Everything I do is for him now. So I'm not going to let my imagination run wild this time because I don't know if I really made this clear last time I talked about it, but single mother is actually really hot, but like in a way that is specific to my tastes, So she's actually kind of got a rare look in that way, but I guess it's more like a combination of her personality and her looks. But I'm just saying that to make the point that she's way out of my league. Like truly, and I can't stress this enough, I would have absolutely zero chance. None. And I'm pretty sure her ex has some kind of hotshot six-figure job. So that just goes to show how non existent my chances are. But yeah, I guess she might be coming over sometime, but I don't know. And I wouldn't be surprised if I actually never see her again. Because, maybe the whole thing with her getting in a fight with her husband, that may have just been an excuse. I think it might have been, but I really don't know. And you know what? I don't really care anyway. Whatever.